I'm Ultrazilla, and this is the Ultra Z news, not weekend update, but you know what? It was supposed to be on the weekend. Couldn't get to it this weekend, so I got a nice chunky news for you now because it's almost the weekend again. But let's kick it off with a brand new Bandai Movie Monster Series figure, and it is Mechagodzilla 2002. This is set for delivery in November. So, do look out for pre-orders out there. There is one already on Amazon Japan. So, if you want to pre-order it there, you can. My suggestion is wait for HLJ. They usually have the best prices for these things. The link is down below. All right, there you go on that. Then we got Tamika X Gundam rolling out their line. We first heard about this maybe about a month and a half ago or so, that they were doing a little crossover. Tomy and Bandai were doing a crossover. So here is the Gundam X Tomika line. So you get a bunch of cars, a bunch of planes, a little more kitty type dune buggy thing. So a bunch of stuff there to enjoy. Speaking of Gundam, check out this dude. This is the Metal Robot Spirits Voltron Gundam. This looks amazing. Look at this guy. Isn't that cool? The giant extended arms. I don't know much about this one, but I just thought it looked cool, and it's definitely a robot to look at for sure. Beautiful stuff here. Let's talk the HasLab Ghost Rider. First up, Tier 1 was revealed to be Mephisto, and it looks really nice. So that is Tier 1. It unlocks at 12k backers. Now, the Robbie human form, the early bird thing did not, unfortunately, materialize. They didn't get 9k backers in time. However, Hasbro, not have a Robbie, they're giving us a Robbie head and a little hood to put on your Ghost Rider, so you can convert him into Robbie Reyes without having to have a whole other figure. I think it really works. I think it's a good way to go. Now, this HasLab did lose a little steam when it didn't get the early bird figure. They lost a few hundred, backers, but I think they'll get it back, especially as the tiers go on. I think people do want this. It's a beautiful car. So we've gone over this. It looks fantastic. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see how the tiers go on now. They're almost closing in on 6k backers now, and there's like more than a month to go on this, right? They also got PulseCon coming up this week, and this is going to be a lot more reveal and a lot more jazz to it. But this was a good solution there, and this will come with the basic set. So even if just this is unlocked, even if nothing is unlocked, I should say, this and this funds, this comes with the base set. So you're going to get your full Ghost Rider and car and Robbie Reyes and all of that with the initial funding, which is good. Is a really good thing. At the end of the day, this is really what you want anyway. It's not all about everything else. It's about this. The other stuff is honestly to bring down the price of the overall package. That's how I look at it. So there's going to be more tiers, so don't fret and worry about that. Something interesting and exclusive that's not yet out yet is the Mojoverse one, but now there is a Mojo single pack figure that's showing up out there. The paint scheme is a bit different, a bit like more lighter, skin tone, and some other missing paint apps on this. It's gonna be, in Target is $41.99, so it is a good alternative if you don't want to get the big set. However, you are losing a lot of paint apps in the Mojo figure, which looks really nice in that Mojo set, so do be aware. The Hammond collection revealed a bunch of new figures coming out. some raptors and some humans, but we got some JP3 raptors, the male raptor, which looks really nice, and the female raptor, which is the first 2-pack that comes with Alan Grant from JP3. And that's pretty cool, you know. I don't want any of the human characters, but, you know, I do want these various raptors because the heads are a little different on here than the original raptor, and it's not just paint, and that's pretty good. You're also going to get a Robert Muldoon figure, which, again, not something I'm interested in, but I'm sure many folks are. I just hope they don't go too much into the repaint route. I skipped out on the new T-Rex, the exclusive T-Rex, because I just didn't want another repaint of it again. And, you know, I'm a little iffy on getting more Raptors, but I'll try out these ones for now, you know, because they're cheap, the Raptors. It's not like spending $80 on the T-Rex. Mondo, we teased this last time we did a news, but Mondo has put up the full Biollante in the normal, regular Godzillaverse Biollante colors. It looks beautiful. At the time of this recording, it says there is a few left for pre-order, so do get your orders in if you want this. It looks beautiful. So, you know, I want to get it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm already, you know, in for reviewing the previous version. So we'll see about this one. This looks so nice, though. I really like it a lot. You know, I feel like, you know, of the Biollante stuff, I'd probably want this one and that last one, and that's it. You know, so just to have one of the variants or one of the regular ones to compare and contrast, I think that would be really sweet. This is a little public service announcement. You might have seen me post about this on my Facebook page a couple of times. Well, if you ordered the Kong on the Throne from U2's through Books A Million, if you pre-ordered it back in like January and still haven't gotten this, I think I figured out why. When they received their stock of this, they entered it in wrong. So this appears in stock on their website. However, the pre-orders have not been filled. I contacted their customer service and they told me, yeah, this item is, you know, on pre-order. I'm like, it's in stock on your website. And they were like, no, that's something different. It is not something different. There is no alternative here. There is no variant of this. This is it. You know, the way they entered it into the stock is Kong the Throne instead of Kong on the Throne. That little bit, and this comes from knowing how stock works in systems from working in retail for quite a long time, that could mess up how this is read completely. So for sure that they messed this up. The pre-orders that, you know, they say are still going to come out, they're never coming out. So if you did pre-order this from there, do get in touch with Books A Million, have them cancel your order, and then just reorder this through the website. It is the same price it was. I did so, and it already shipped. So there you go. Little public service announcement for you guys. So there's something to talk about here from Hiya Toys. We got another Judge Dredd figure, and this looks absolutely stunning. It really does. This is the Hiya. This Judge Fear, and it looks really cool. Look at that. Really nice. If you haven't checked out my Judge Dredd versus Judge Death exclusive review, do check it out. Really cool figures. Another cool line from Hiya Toys. And yes, I will be getting Godzilla soon. It got kind of stuck in transit coming from Hiya Toys to me, but do stay tuned. I will be reviewing it as soon as I possibly can. Alrighty, so you can get a nice official review out there from me. Creative Beast Studios continues to show their Ice Dragon progress, and it looks beautiful. Here is the painted version now, and that is gorgeous. You know, this is obviously the resin model of it, but it looks beautiful. Looking forward to that. Move on to the little Super 7. They're teasing another Godzilla. And I probably should have waited to record this because this news might come today. But it looks pretty cool. Those dorsal fins look very 70s Godzilla-esque. So I think we might be getting something cool that I personally am going to love. But speaking of 70s Godzilla and Super 7, there is a trio of masks that they're selling as a set. Old school looking masks. And it is Mechagodzilla, Godzilla, 70s Godzilla, guys, and Hedorah. So this makes me think this is related. This makes me think it's related. It looks like those nice puffy dorsal fins. But this mask set is very cool too. And one last thing to mention from Super 7, they're doing an Acid Rain World X The Worst line, and that looks pretty cool. So that's very, very nice. If you collect the Acid Rain stuff, you can add some of the worst to those guys. That's awesome. Getting back to Hasbro, we're going to be jumping back and forth to Hasbro. The Astro Megazord is going to be joining the Zord Ascension project line. How about that? Definitely would get this. I like this a lot. And it's cool to see them, moving past Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for this. So that is awesome. Really, really dig it. It has a really cool, like, old school robot vibe. And that's what I always liked about the Astro Megazord and what made it different for me, comparatively to some of their other Megazords. No animals here, starships. Is very super robot-y, is very, very cool. I dig that a lot. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing more about this. Probably hear about this more during PulseCon. Which we'll, definitely report on as it happens. So do stay tuned for that. So this is very cool, though. Very, very nice looking. I do dig it. Some updated pictures of the Takara Tomy Zoids, upcoming Zoids Blade Liger anniversary edition. This is beautiful. Very, very, very nice looking. So looking forward to seeing how that turns out and the price and what it is exactly. It does look like, the motorized Zoids, which is nice, which it goes along with the stuff I have. So remember this Heat Boys TMNT mechas that I talked about here for a while, where there was like prototype shown. Well, finally the first one has gone up for pre-order, and it is Leonardo. And it looks really cool. Though I feel like it does look a little bit different than those initial sketches and prototypes. There's a little bit less going on here. It's more straight up turtle action. I think the other ones had like some extra stuff on them. And maybe, the other ones will. But for now, this guy is pretty much a straight up turtle mech. Obviously he's got a gun and all kinds of weapons. But it's cool. It's really cool. This is up on BBTS right now. It's going to run you about 169 bucks. It looks fantastic. Really, really, really nice looking. So, you do get a couple turtles here as well. So that's pretty awesome. This is going to be a little turtle van, apparently, which is interesting. You're going to get pieces of the turtle van, which is going to be a turtle van in scale with the mech, so it's going to be small. But that's awesome. That's really cool. And here you see, there you go. That is what one of those little turtles looks like comparatively to the mech, which makes sense. Very, very nice looking, though. So this is everything you get in this set. Oh my gosh, though. I do like that turtle, but I'm super excited for the 3-0 Robo Do Shin Getter 1 3-0 redesign black version. That's right, a black Getter. This is cool. So this is like a Shin Getter, Black Getter combo. You see it has the scarf like Black Getter, but it's Shin Getter, their Shin Getter design in black, and that teal. Oh my gosh, this looks gorgeous. I do like this combo. I really, really do. So, Robo do. So I think, for my money, if I were to get this or the turtle stuff, I'd probably get this. This is fantastic. So, I skipped out on their regular Getter 1, but man, Black Getter to me, for me, is my jam. I like that one way more. So beautiful looking here, no doubt about it. So I'm probably going in on this guy. So very nice looking. There you go. That's what you get in this set. Beautiful. Also beautiful, and I love this color scheme too, is a Kits Concept dark gold version of the Veritech Fighter here, the VFS1, or the VF1S, I should say. Very cool. Oh, there you go. But Transformers, we got a core class wheelie and a Optimus coming out. Again, this one we had out already, the Studio Series, but it's in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. So if you missed it the first time, like I did, this is the Jetwing version. This might be something you might be into. Bandai has some X-Kaiser stuff coming. King X-Kaiser, which looks really cool, and an X-Kaiser set. This is their model kits, the SMP line. Looks really cool. Back to Hasbro. I should have just put these together. I think I did have them together at one point. And there's a lot of Hasbro, but, so it's fine that I'm splitting them up. Finally, their Dungeons & Dragons line has been revealed. These are up for pre-order at Target. This is based on the old school cartoon, which I really loved as a kid. I don't know if I'm going in on these. I don't think I am, but if I do see them in store, I feel like I might be super tempted to check them out. Or Transformers. Back to Transformers. I do think I messed up on how I put these together. But it's okay. There's a Voyager Soundwave, which looks like a Soundwave we've gotten before. It is what it is. Yeah, there you go. So it got split up. There's the other piece of wheelie. It is what it is. It happens, guys. It happens. Starting a lineup is back from Hasbro, and unfortunately, it's pretty expensive at about $50 a piece. That is a tough one to swallow. However, they are paying for these extreme licenses that player licenses that the players do have. It's much different than licensing out a character. So sports licenses are no joke, but if you want your LeBron there and the rest of these guys, you're gonna have to pay up. Now, I do think this line is marketed more towards the regular casual fan or sports fans, and less so to regular action figure collectors. So I think in those terms, I feel like these are going to be like gifts, and I think the people that will get them will really appreciate them. So it is what it is. There is like one of these that I feel like I'm gonna be getting somebody like my nephew for Christmas. So I don't mind paying it. I think they're good looking. They look like the players, so it is what it is. You got to understand how this works. Is the NBA fee, there's the players fee. There's a lot that goes into that part of it, unfortunately. There's Nike's fee. These are all Nike sneakers and uniforms, so that's another fee. It's crazy. Anime Heroes, I haven't talked about them in a little bit, but they got a Frankie coming out from One Piece, and it looks really cool. Oop, there we go. Very nice looking. And if you didn't know, I don't have pics up here, but I believe I talked about them already a few months back. I could be wrong, but coming out in October, and they are starting to show up in Targets here and there, is the Anime Heroes Digimon figures. So do look out for those. I do plan on getting those. I do have them on pre-order at Amazon right now, so hopefully I'll be able to review those. Those look really cool. NYCC is next week, and one of the exclusives that I want to talk about is a Hello Kitty exclusive from Kid Robot, and it is Kaiju Kitty, and that looks really cool. It comes with a couple of buildings. It looks really awesome. So, you know, I will be going to NYCC for a day, it looks like. So maybe this might be something I look into. As well as the SH Figuarts Ultraman Rise of Ultraman. That's the comic. And this is going to be apparently an exclusive too. However, this is the first Ultraman release they had. And I think it's just an alternate, slightly altered colors. So we'll see. From what I've seen, that's what it looks like to me. See how the packaging looks. Whatever. Speaking of exclusives, Premium Bandai has more Movie Monster Series stuff coming in the Netflix or anime Ultraman line. Ace, Taro, Zafi, and Jack are all up for pre-order right now, all separate. You will have to find the links to these, put them in like Zen Market, search, and then, if you want to order them. They are exclusives. I'm a little bit on the fence on that because by the time you get them all, you get them all and then ship them, might be, I don't know if it's going to be too cost effective. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. They do look cool. I kind of want to have the set, but I don't know. Speaking of sets, a new Chodo Ultraman line is up for pre-order on HLJ. You could check that out through the link down below. Do help support the channel by doing so. And the final things I'm going to talk about here today is a few releases in China from, these are licensed figures of Ultraman that are being released in China. Speaking of the Netflix Ultraman, anime Ultraman. And they're like, different things. These are armors with various Ultraman vehicles. They attach as armors on the figures, which is pretty cool. You have Ace and 7 and, regular Ultraman. And then you have like a flip head version, out there, which is pretty cool. I like that. And same figures there, Ultraman, Ace, and 7. And then finally, a light-up version where their eyes light up and their color timers light up. So that's kind of cool, too. So a few different things there, as well as chibi figures, which it looks like, I don't know if the helmet opens up or a piece comes off of it and reveals their head. So a little bit of a chibi action there. And there you go, guys. That is the Ultra Z news. Nice and chunky, but, we have more than a week and a half worth of stuff here to catch up on. And I hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below on any of this stuff. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.